So he went on a date with this woman, and the woman was a very intelligent woman. She was like I don't know what, he said that she was very intelligent and had a high degree. So I don't know how high that is. If we talking master's, PhD, whatever. He said she had a high degree. And he said she was really intelligent, and they went on a date, and after the date, she blocked him. She blocked him. They met each other on this app, and after they went on a date, she blocked him on the app. And he told me he knew she was going to block him. And I was like, well, how did you know? And he said, I felt her energy shift. And I said, aha. So at what moment did it shift? He said they were at dinner and they were talking about something. And he said something about blah, 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 females. Something, something, something. And he finished the sentence. He said when he said the word female, she looked like somebody had stabbed her, like she revolted back. And I was like, okay. And he said he wasn't talking about her. He was talking about women in general. And he was saying something, something, something females do, blah, 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 and moved on. And he said it wasn't a bad thing. You know, it was just something, an observation that he had made. And he was talking about his observation. So he said that he talked to some of his other female friends, and they told him never call a woman a female. Don't even use that word around her. And he said that they told him that, different ones had, they said it was disrespectful. They had different answers for him. And then some of his female friends said, oh, it's no big deal. You can use that word. And so he said, I want to know, Queen, is there really something to females? Like, why did that word trigger her? And I was like, that word triggers a lot of women. And I'm getting ready to tell everybody why. Hi, I'm Queen Aset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, pass it on to somebody else who might like it too, and remember to drop us a positive comment in the comment section. If you would like to get a reading done, please email me, and please stick around to the end because I'm going to respond to 2 cool positive comments that one of them could be even yours. So, why men should not call women females. Now, I know that when you made the statement, you were not trying to be rude, you were not trying to be disrespectful, and to you, it's a perfectly normal word to use. Now, it's not like it's a curse word or a derogatory word, like bitch or something like that. But females is a word that a lot of women do not like. And I'm going to tell you what I've heard and what I've observed, okay? When a man in general calls women females, is usually a misogynistic man. So it's like when you're getting to know a man, you're listening for, is he going to be a problem? Is he going to be abusive? Do he got issues is what you're listening for. On that first date, that second date, that third date, you're trying to see if dude is okay. If dude is going to be all right. Now, the fact that she's educated can play a little bit into this, but I know women who aren't educated who would still feel the same way. A lot of women tell me that only men who are misogynistic or men who are think low of women, which is misogynistic, are the types of men who will say females. And then if you listen to these men talk, they kind of spit it out like, it's something on the bottom of their shoe. Men in general who have respect for women call them women, call us women. It's a linguistic, that's the word for it. It's a linguistic kind of thing. It's not saying that one word is, women versus females, or because think about it. Females are the what is it, the women of that particular species. So a lot of people think, okay, well, these two things are interchangeable, women and females, but they're not. Women is like, you're first of all, when you say women or when you say men, you're putting them on a different level. You know, you're putting them on a whole different level. When I talk about men, and I call them males. If I said, well, you know, males do this and males do that, you can pretty much take it that I'm a man hater. Because a lot of people, like I said, that's what they do. They break us down to our gender. They break us down to our chromosomes. So calling somebody a woman or a lady is a total different vibration than calling her a female. You see? And I know to a lot of people, they're like, that's not really a big deal. And to some women, they don't even care. But me personally, I wouldn't say that I would stop talking to a guy. Like if I had a male friend and he was saying, you know what, females always do this, I can't say I would stop talking to him, but I will tell you that when I hear a man use that terminology, the first thing I do is focus on him. And I'm looking to see, is he a misogynist? Because his language is indicating that he might be. Not that he definitely is, but that he might be. It could be that that's a word that was common in his home. It doesn't mean he has to be. But my thing is that it's an indication. Remember I said when you getting to know a man platonically or not platonically, you're looking to see if he is a creep. You're looking to see if he's safe to be around. So if he's saying females, the first thing that comes to most of our minds that know this is misogynist. So I know me, I'm not going to accuse him of being a misogynist. I'm going to start focusing to see if I'm going to start listening and paying attention a little closer to how he talks about women, how he talks about his mother, how he talks about his sisters, how he talks about just random women on TV. Because a lot of men, like if you listen to them talking, if you listen to some women, because remember I told you, men are not the only ones that keep sexism and misogyny and patriarchy going. There are women that keep this going too. But when it comes to a man, if he uses that word, the first thing it does, and it's instantaneous, my ear alerts to it. I'm like, what'd he say? And then I'm listening from that point on to his language about his daughter, to his language about other women. I'm listening that much closer. Because if he is indeed a misogynist, we need not be cool. We need not have no conversations, because that's going to lead me to cussing him out, quite frankly. And why go down that road, you know? I can find out right now that he's a misogynist and bypass homeboy and let him go massage over there somewhere with somebody else who doesn't mind him calling them a female. So that's really what it is. It's not like it's a curse word. It's just something that indicates to those of us who know about language, it definitely indicates that he might have a problem with women. People who have a problem with women, or even women who have a problem with men, a lot of times they're not going to say that. Some of them will. Some of them, their hatred and their problem is so deep that they'll just start dissing them. But other ones are more smooth with it. And the only way that you know up front is by their language. Okay? So a lot of men who are misogynists know this now. So a lot of them have started, you know, the ones that are sneaky and the ones who are narcissistic and the ones who want to trick women, they're going to stop using females and start using women. So it's not to say that just because a man uses women that he's not a misogynist. I never would say that, because some of them are onto this. Some of the ones that they're talking about are onto this, and they know to switch up their vocabulary. So my thing to you is that she probably heard you say that and thought to herself, oh smack, I'm dealing with a misogynist. Let me get out of Dodge before he do something to me. Let me get out of Dodge before he harms me in some kind of way. Because like I said before, as a woman, one of the most important things that you're looking for when you meet a new gentleman is that he's safe to be around. And if he's a misogynist, he's not safe to be around. A misogynistic man, a man who hates women, is going to do hateful things towards you, even if you haven't done anything to him. He's going to say mean things to you. He's going to cheat. He's going to talk down to you. He's going to mansplain to you. He might mess around with your friends or flirt with your mom, you know? He's not going to respect you is the bottom line. So a woman is listening, and that's one of those indicators that he might be a misogynist. Now, ladies, I'm going to tell you, just because he uses that terminology doesn't mean he is or he isn't. At that moment, I just pay attention. So if he uses that word, just pay attention. And pay attention to other things that he does too, such as his actions. Because like I said, some of the real narcissists, some of the real misogynists are onto this. So they've changed up their vocabulary, but you can still see it in their behavior. You could see it in how they talk about women. Some men, when I hear them talk, they hate all women. They're mad at their mama. They're mad at the grandmama. They divorced their wife. They're mad at her. They're mad at their girlfriend. Their daughter and them barely have a relationship. You know, they're mad. When they talk about women, they call them bitches or females. You know, those are the words of a misogynist. So yeah, those are things that you need to be conscious of, but you also need to be conscious that it may or may not be the case. You got to investigate a little bit more, because it could be like in the case of this guy, it could just be a word that was used casually in his family. So that's the word that he grew up using, and he's just now even hearing, you know, in the past couple of years, he's just now even hearing that some people take issue, but the women that took issue didn't tell him why. And then the other ones didn't take issue, so they were like, oh, don't even pay that no mind. But he's like, wait a minute, nah, she was offended for a reason, and that was the reason. She was probably like, he using females, he probably a misogynist, he might kick my butt, he might steal from me, he might hurt me. You know, she probably started thinking through her mind like, let me leave this alone, you know? And like I said before, I don't think it's fair to just halt like that. I think you should just pay attention at that point. And if you hear more things that are disturbing, then you might choose to halt. But that one word in itself, in passing, in a general conversation, it is enough to perk my ears, but it's not enough for me to slam the door, especially if it's a potential friend. Now, in her case, it's more of a romantic thing. And I think that because my relationships with men are not romantic, I think that makes them very different. Because I think that it makes them safer. For me, it makes them a lot safer. But as a woman who's looking to be romantic with you, that's a whole level of vulnerability that I don't even go to. So that is very different. So she probably just got scared. So just let it be and take females out your vocabulary. And the next time you want to talk about women, say women. If you're talking about girls, say girls. If you're talking about teenagers, say teenagers, you know. But when you're talking about grown women, say women. And that is a sign that you have respect for women. Okay? Now we're going to look at some positive comments. Cookie cute as a puppy. All right, Cookie cute as a puppy. Hey, how you doing? She said, hey now, I'm a proud mother of a 19-year-old openly gay daughter. She is beautiful, young, gifted, and black. The love I have for her has no bounds. You are an amazing mother. My daughter is in a relationship right now with a woman. A cute little girl. Well, a cute woman. I said little girl. They always little girls to me, but they grown women. And she's adorable, and they're together. And I think that a mother, regardless of what your children are doing, need to support your kids. And I've seen a lot of people not support their kids because of sexuality or the job they chose to work or the man they chose to marry, a whole bunch of other things. And I think as a mother, it's our job to support them and love them and let them make their own choices. So it sounds like you definitely did that with your beautiful daughter, and that's what's up. That's good parenting. Let them make their own decisions and find their own way. Now there's Moxie M. Moxie said, I'm 24 and it's been 4 years almost. Been choosing to be celibate for that long, and I often found myself in similar situations, usually with wanting to rush or some type of situation. Personally, the sex with these people I got down with wasn't that great. I hear that. Anyways, laugh out loud. Won't go into detail. So part of me doesn't mind being celibate indefinitely. Don't want to. Laugh out loud. But it doesn't bother me. Just for now, I found my life is so much more better choosing not to engage in those things till I found the right one. That's where I'm at. You know, I had been celibate since, let me think, I think I was 39 the last time I dated, and I'm 43 now. So it's been a while. But you know something? I am much happier just like not with the romantic hassles. Because unless you falling in love or being with somebody that you really want to make a commitment to, the rest is just hassles. So, I'm good on all them hassles. When somebody right comes along, then we'll have some conversation. All right, guys, you come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.